Baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. You ever loved someone so much you thought your little heart was gonna break in two? I didn't think so. What's up? We're here. We made it. Baby did a bad thing. Feel like crying. I feel like crying. Baby did a bad thing. Baby did a bad thing. What's up, y'all? We made it. We're not crying in here. Baby did a good thing. We reached 80. 80K. No faking gray. 80K. Baby did a good thing. Feel like crying. How y'all doing? It's a good day today. I'm in a good mood. I've been bopping around the house like a spurgatron. Singing. We got classic. Look at that. Oh, we got the classic party shirt. Stay weird, baby. Stay weird. We got this hideous jacket that I'm pretty sure it came with the underarms smelling like onions because they seriously smell like onions. Bad, dude. Bad. Baby did a bad thing. And we're just having fun, man. Today is just chilling. Your diva in-house, your resident diva right here, has hit 80K. I don't know if you guys heard. I think CNN reported on it that we hit 80K. It's glad. I'm so glad to be here. I kind of wish I had some music I could play in the background. We could celebrate. But if you would hit like and share, I feel like we should be at 100, above 100 by now. I don't know that everything on this machine here is working correctly. I think that the number combinations of the gematria or whatever that they put in to make this machine run is skewed against us because of our lifestyle choices, because of our alternative lifestyle choices. We've been persecuted, I think is what it is. Oh man, got a lot of good news. Got a lot of fun things to talk about. We're gonna watch an awful movie. I mean, just grease ball, garbage juice smoothie, awful movie. It's gonna be a lot of fun though. And you guys know that it's been a long, hard road. I mean, do you know how many hours of cringe comedy it took to get here? How many impressions of Nick Cage for hours on end it took to get here? So we're going to give a shout out to a lot of people today before we get to the movie. Obviously, we're going to watch that movie. We got people that have been here for the long haul. I'm talking like back when I was in my diapers last year. My adult diapers last year. No, 10 years old. Right, we're talking Jay's Analysis fans that have been with us for like 10 years, dude. And we've made a lot of friends along the way. Made a couple enemies. Made a couple frenemies. But we've also made more friends than we have enemies or frenemies. So, I wanna thank some of the people because we had so much fun. I mean, it's been a roller coaster ride. 10 years of internet e-celebrity stardom and fame. Not everybody can say that. Only the 1% or the 0.01% of which now I just entered as an e-celeb. I mean, it's literally like 0.01% of the population, at least, maximum, is an e-celeb. So, you know, I'm glad to be here. I still love the plebes out there. I have a lot of respect for you all precisely because of the money that you give us, e-celebs. So thank you guys so much. We love you very much. I'm just playing with y'all. Man, why you always playing? Man, why you playing, Jay? You always trying to play. Well, because it's a party, dude. It's a party tonight. So who do we want to thank along the way? Well, we had a lot of fun writing the book. It was a lot of hard work. So Chris and Trine Day, they were a big boost along the way. Then the book, of course, attracted some shows, which helped us kind of get some traction and attention when we got on with Sean Stone, and then that attracted, you know, the Hollywood Decoded. Hey, Hollywood Decoded was a blast. I wish we'd done a second season, but it was too cerebral. So there you go. But I guess I can be proud of that. I mean, I think it was a lot of fun. Hollywood Dakota was a blast. That was one of the high points. Never thought we'd do a full production TV show. Shout out to Hesher Spore, Patrick. We had a lot of shows, a lot of hours. We put in a lot of work. I know you guys were, a lot of y'all were there back in those days. That was fun. Yeah. Some guy quit to ask Logan Paul for a job. Yeah, bro, don't do that. Because you're going to fly all the way here, and I'm not going to even meet you because that's weird and creepy. But also, I can't afford to pay no underlings. Can't pay no underlings. So we've done a couple. No, I'm getting off track. Let's go back to the fun times. We traveled a lot. Got to go meet a lot of people. It was fun meeting Benny Wills. Fun meeting, some people in the UK. We went and met a lot of those UK truth people. That was fun. As everybody knows, last few years have just been excellent in terms of mega growth. And a lot of people, I think, come around and they don't understand what this is or what we do here. So they just don't get it. And that's one of the unfortunate things about doing a lot of different types of topics and subject matter is that somebody might catch you being goofy in a video, right? Like Pastor Randy Balls. And then they think that that's what you do, right? And I was talking to Wecking Ball about this the other day, and he's like, no, people just think I'm the skater dude, when the majority of, right, the people that have come to his audience came through like comedy. I mean, some through skating, I'm sure, but so, I've never wanted to be just doing one thing. I like to do a lot of different things, and a lot of people just don't get it. So they're like, are you a debater? Are you a master debater? Or are you a cringe comedy man? And it's all the above, bro. So yeah. And as you guys know, when we hit milestones, when we hit 50, when we hit 70, 80, we do these fun streams. And I don't actually think we did a fun stream for Plan 9 from Outer Space, but I had fun doing that, right? So really it's always been this weird mix. Even when it was just website, we were doing weird mix stuff where it was movie analyses, philosophy, metaphysics, and then just weird stuff. Can't get enough weird stuff. Weird stuff. Stay weird. And now it's kind of gone to the next level, I guess you said, in the last year. So, and that, of course, we have to thank Hallex Gizones, right? So thanks, shout out to Hallex and a lot of the great people we met over there, Harrison and Owen, and that, of course, helped boost the audience a lot. Shout out to Sam Hyde. It's been a lot of fun interviewing and talking to him and getting a lot of inspiration from him. So, and I've never hidden that. I've always said, yeah, I like Sam Hyde. I think he's really, really funny. And we've just been able to meet and make a lot of cool friends. And so we just have fun over here. I don't know what y'all talking about. Bunch of haters, but hey, that's what happens, right? Haters gonna hate. So we just keep doing what we're doing. And I don't want to feel like I'm forgetting anybody, because there's a bunch of other people, right? Tons and tons of people that we've done interviews with that I'm not about to cry. I'm not about to cry, y'all. I ain't about to cry. But yeah, so I feel like I'm just rambling now. I've been drinking lots of coffee, so we're gonna try to pep up. We're gonna try to be getting up into this. If you would hit like and share. Somebody said, did you call in back in 2004? I did. You're right about that. So I remember it was right after I Am Legend came out. And I was like, this movie is like everything that is being talked about, right? And so I called in And I was talking about the Rockefeller's biography. And he was like, call back Monday. I'm going to have you on. So there was like this brief 30-minute segment back in like 2005 where I was on. And kind of in a way, that kind of kicked off everything. Because I didn't have a website really at that time. I think maybe I started a website right around that time. I was like, I'm going to start doing a dang website, dude. Because the future is the internet. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. The future is websites, Netscape Navigator, Alta Vista, GeoCities, blogs is the future. I put all of my money into, I sold all the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I put it all into Alta Vista and Netscape Navigator, which is probably going to be the future search engine. I feel like it will be. You can literally type in any word, and when you hit enter, you immediately get like 20 results. Okay, so we're talking about scalable algorithmic retractions, as it's called. I just made that up, but sounds cool. And then I also put my money into Magic the Gathering. So AOL, no, dude, I don't think AOL has a future. Ask Jeeves, maybe Ask Jeeves, but I think I drank too much coffee because now I'm crashing. But that's okay. The internet says I do. One guy said you are clearly snorting. What did he say? What's the drug the kids snort to do their homework? What's the homework drug? Not Ritalin. Ritalin? No. Is it Ritalin? What's the snortable kid drug for homework? So they can do all their times tables or whatever. Somebody said you were snorting that. I was like, yeah, sure, dude. I literally hate pills. I do like countless live streams and videos. 2 books where I am anti, like, Brave New World. And dudes are like, you snort Adderall or whatever, dude. No, Spurgs have allergies. Did you not know this? Spurgs have allergies. Nerds have allergies. This is a common trope. Look at that. We already got people donating. Thank you, Matthew. What's up, dog? So glad to be here with you guys. Shout out to all of our longtime people, longtime peeps and supporters. So many great people who've been here for the long haul, right? People that remember. Dude just remembered me calling in to Alex Jassons back in 2004-5. I can't believe anybody remembers that. It'd be cool to find that clip. I don't know where that clip is. I could dig it up somewhere, but I thought I had it on an old computer and I went and looked on it, but I couldn't find it. But that's a funny clip. I remember I was so nervous when I called in that there was literally sweat beads running off and dripping off of my nose. And I was at work when I called. I was on lunch break. And I was over there huddled in the corner on lunch break with like sweat dripping down my face. And this boomer woman who actually was addicted to pills, by the way, who was super annoying and would steal from the cash register and actually blamed it on me. And she was like, "What are you doing back here? What y'all sweating nervous on the phone? Are you talking on dirty lines? What are y'all sweaty about?" I'm like, "No, I'm on freaking syndicated radio. Hush. Go back to your pills." Anyway, that woman ended up getting fired, by the way, because she actually was on pills and stealing out the cash register, out the back, taking money. And some internet nerd has the gumption, the gall to accuse me of taking money out of the cash register. Be like, don't you know I'm destined for e-celeb internet fame? Why would I steal from the cash register and ruin this bright, beautiful future that Putin and Dugin have promised me? Putin and Dugin. I believe that you serve Putin and Dugin. So how did we get here? A lot of bad impressions, a lot of cringe comedy, hours of Nick Cage, hours of talking like chills. Burger King foot lettuce number 5. I hope that they are okay, right? We did a lot of Chills impressions. We snorted a lot of Adderall. We've been, smelling you boy Adderall. And that gave us the energy to do it. So that's how we got here. That's how we achieved all this e-celebrity internet fame. And then we sold our soul to Dugan. So not the devil, but Dugan. And that's really the only way to be successful, is to do that, right? Literally, it's the only way. Now, this feels like a lame award ceremony. I just want to thank everyone, like all the peons and the plebes over the years. But shout out to all of our longtime mods. Thank you guys. You guys have been very helpful over the years. Thank you to Father Deacon. He has been kind of a friend. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to Jamie. What? I know. I got the notes already. Jamie's in here trying to interrupt the show, trying to make me look dumb, trying to destroy the work that we built over the years. Just kidding. And by the way, we had a huge reaction to that Aeon stream. That was huge, right? So thank you to everybody that really enjoyed that Aeon stream, the Satanic Aeon. We sang a lot of dumb songs on the way. I did a lot of singing like Jim Morrison. The boomer shtick helped get us here, which I invented the entire boomer joke genre. Literally, it's all from me. I'm not joking either. It's totally mine. I totally take credit. And then all the millennials kind of stole it and never gave me credit. And then a lot of people got mad. They're like, you're trying to divide generations against one another. And you invented this as a evil plan to divide people. Yeah, okay. Right. Me and Klaus Schwab came up with that to destroy society. Yes. It's me. I'm doing all this. And anyway, but no, seriously, I mean, that's all me. I take credit. Boogaloo boy, give me a break, dude. This is camouflage, bro. And this says stay weird. It's not. They stole all of that Hawaiian shirt stuff, right? We were wearing Hawaiian shirts years and years ago. And then this stupid Fed Army crowd, stole all that. So what can I say? Everything that we do that's cool, glowing spooks steal it. What can I say? So anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, the boomer skit was a lot of fun. I think the boomer skits have been underrated. A lot of the skits, people didn't get it. They thought they didn't understand what I was doing. So, whatever, dude. We is what we is, and it was what it ever shall be. So, it's all a blind man's guessing game. That was one of my favorite things of all time. Boomer skits, Randy Balls, it's all a blind man's guessing game, which I don't know where that came from, but it just sounds awesome. So we're going to watch a movie. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think, thankfully, right, we've seen a lot of people get woke. We've seen a lot of people red-pilled. We've seen a lot of people, looking into orthodoxy. So I never dreamed that we would be doing all this kind of stuff. It's just kind of mind-blowing. I never really, it almost doesn't seem real. It seems like we live in some kind of a simulation. I don't believe in that stupid simulation theory stuff, but it's just crazy. And then family members are like, what do you do exactly? What's your job? And I'm like, how do you explain to a boomer, to family members, exactly what this job is? And they're like, do you talk to the internet people all day, and then they give you money when you talk to the internet people? How does that work? How do you make a living doing that? Right? So Yeah, there's really no way to describe. And imagine if we were in a time machine and we were trying to describe to like our high school selves, what is it that you do? I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like at the same time that we're entering into the worst dystopia, I live my dreams. And so I don't even know. It's like, but I can't be happy really about it ultimately, because it's like, oh, society's collapsing, but by the way, here you can live your dreams. You just have to. I feel like I have to trade off a world where I will get to do everything that I've ever wanted to do for a living, but then also civilization has to collapse. So if I triggered that, I'm sorry, you guys. So, oops, my bad. I picked at one point in chaos theory, like the butterfly effect, it caused the whole of civilization to collapse because I chose to do whatever this is that we do here. I don't even know what it is. So I just say I do comedy. So I do KGB comedy. That's what I do. Dugan and I write sketch comedy together. So yeah, we're riding the wrecking ball tiger here. We're riding wrecking balls here. Haha. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of like in a daze. I wake up every day just kind of like, what is going on? What is this world that we're in? What is going on? So, sorry that we're in the collapse of everything, but at the same time, I'm not sorry because it allows me to live my dreams. So, thank you guys so much for helping us to live our dreams in the midst of the collapse of the known world. Exactly. Dr. Klaus Schwab in the comments. I think he's nailed it. Jay has willed into existence everything that is due to the power of the tulpa. Yeah, I accidentally created some kind of tulpa. I think that is actually the best, most coherent explanation of what's going on. So you're living in some kind of David Lynch dream world simulation, guys. I'm sorry. And if I caused it, my bad. Just forgive me. Now, this movie that we're going to watch, let's go ahead and get to the movie because I think everybody's like, dude, shut up, get to the movie, man. This movie is, I actually spent some time looking for the perfect specimen of a garbage movie to watch with you guys. And this is kind of a tribute to I think we have a series of inspirations here. So a lot of it is people that I think are funny. And who do I think is funny? I think Sam Hyde is funny. I think Flight of the Conchords was funny. I think Jared Hess is funny. That did, Napoleon Dynamite and all that stuff. Mystery Science Theater and Rifftrax are funny. Theo Vaughn is funny. There have been phases of Saturday Night Live where they were funny, right? Tim and Eric were funny. And then, I have some friends that we like, Sam Tripoli. So shout out to those guys. So, very limited scope of people that I think are funny, like actually funny. So this stream, of course, goes out to Rifftrax, Mystery Science Theater. Whoa. Dang, dude. Somebody sent a big old, wow. I didn't even know you could donate that. Well, thank you. Trent's La Dentro. Big old donation. Dang, dude. Somebody donated 1K. That's crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. But thank you so much. Trent's, what's the name? Trent Resner. Trent's La Dentro. $1,000 donation. Woo. By the way, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Trevor Moore and Whitest Kid You Know were definitely funny. Definitely funny. I'm not trying to leave people out. I'm just trying to think of like people that pop up right away that I thought were funny. But I'm just kind of like my mind was kind of blowed because somebody just donated $1,000. I've never seen anybody I didn't even know you could donate that much. That's wild, dude. Now when I'm not saying that there's nobody else that's funny, right? Like I do think those people, like has Bill Burr had great routines and been funny? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But I don't really like stand-up. I mean, I much prefer sketch comedy, improv, and I say that unironically. I know that sounds kind of cheeseball, but so I grew up watching Mystery Science Theater, and I was an obsessed spurg about Mystery Science Theater. I joined the fan club in 8th grade, and at that time, they would send you a membership card, and I even remember my number. It was something like 51. I don't remember what it was, and they sent you a T-shirt, and then they would send you all this like cool gear and stuff. It was very, very like homegrown, which was cool because they weren't even on Comedy Central yet. They were on a thing that used to be called the Comedy Channel, and it was this weird satellite station that would. During the day, it would broadcast stand-up, and then at night, it would turn into the Comedy Channel, and it would play Mystery Science Theater. So I was like, this is crazy. What is this? And I think Joel had probably some influence from, the more I thought about it, from... Have you ever seen What's Up Tiger Lily, the Woody Allen movie? I don't actually think What's Up Tiger Lily is that funny, but I think like the idea is kind of there. Like, well, let's take bad movies and in What's Up Tiger Lily, he redubs them, right? Which the idea is kind of funny, and it's dated funny, so it's not actually funny today. Yes, by the way, of course, Norm Macdonald was a great. He was definitely a funny guy, but Norm kind of quit doing stand up. So I was trying to think of stand up. Because he went on to be, a writer and all that. And he was great on Saturday Night Live. So when I was saying that there was the phases of people on Saturday Night Live, yes, I would include Norm Macdonald, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he's funny. Definitely. But I like, weird humor. I like the absurdist stuff. I like Andy Kaufman. And I see Sam Hyde is like today's Andy Kaufman. And I always like Andy Kaufman. I thought he was super funny. Because he was always playing jokes on the audience, right? So that's just what I preferred, and I did do stand up for a while. I just didn't like it, and not because the art form is bad or something like that, but I much prefer the humor of like on the spot, just being goofy. But also, stand up nowadays is very social engineering, right? It's just like everything else. So it's like this haven of atheist Reddit crowd, and you can't really. I mean, yeah, there's a few people that are not raunchy that are successful comedians, I know, but for the most part, stand-up is just not the domain of. I haven't heard. I mean, Anthony Jeselnik can be funny sometimes. It's pretty dark, but he's funny. So, anyway, I don't know. We're not going to talk about stand-ups today, but I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I think are funny. So, no, I'm not a huge fan of. Some of the British comedians are funny. Who's those wacky British dudes that somebody sent me some skits from? They were pretty funny. That was funny. You guys will know who I'm talking about. I just went blank on it though. But there's a skit duo of dudes that were popular like 10 years ago in the UK, and they had some really funny skits. Help me think of who I'm trying to think of. It's a weird name, and it's not the two guys that everybody knows about. No, it's not that. Gil Bates is here. Gil Bates is here. Let's get those numbers up. But hey, I mean, we don't have to. We just closed the stream down because Trent's Ladentro sent $1,000. So like we could just shut this shit down. The young ones, no, Mighty Boosh. It's Mighty Boosh. Mighty Boosh was really funny. I was impressed with that. That was funny. somebody said something. I've never thought Kids in the Hall were funny. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, maybe I just didn't get it at the time, but I've never laughed at Kids in the Hall. Maybe one skit from Kids in the Hall was funny. Yeah, see, everybody thought it would be Mitchell and Webb. Mitchell and Webb is okay. They had some good skits, but I think like Mighty Boosh is better than Mitchell and Webb. But Mitchell and Webb had some good skits. Mitchell and Webb are kind of like the British version of Whitest Kids You Know. Does anybody remember The State? The State was funny when they premiered. Ben Stiller's show was funny back in the 90s. Yeah, Mighty Boosh is great, but Jamie is a big fan of Jeff Dunham. I'm not a fan of. No, she likes Brian Regan and Jim Gaffigan. They're okay. It's too normal stand up. It's just not my domain. I respect people that are good at stand up, but I just don't think it's funny. So anyway, Alan Partridge. So your favorite comedians are boomer Southern rock gods. Okay. That's unique. Maybe what if the boomer rock gods were doing a performance routine their whole life and it was just a joke? That would be pretty awesome actually. If like they came out and were like, we were trolling the whole time, so all you idiots believe us. Anyway. So shout out to everybody. I mean, let's just close this shit down because somebody donated $1,000. I mean, we don't even have to. We don't have to do this anymore. Because the only reason I'm here is to talk and act like a goober for an hour or two, and then make maybe $200. So basically, we don't have to live stream for like 5 days. Maybe he sent $1,000 so that I wouldn't live stream for 5 days. Like it's a secret hater, dude. Steve Coogan's pretty funny. Mad TV was funny. Yeah, sure. I mean, there was a lot of funny things over the years, but I'm just thinking about things nowadays. We got a lot of British people in the audience. We got a lot of Australians in the audience, mate. Got a lot of Australians, mate. We got Matt Fred over there. We got Crocodile Dundee over there. People hate when I do that. Start talking in that Australian accent, and all the Aussies are. Some of the Aussies are like, "That's really good," and then other people are like, "That's the worst Australian accent I've ever heard." I'm like, "That's because it's a Kiwi accent, not an Australian accent, idiot." I'm just joking. I was thinking of Alan Partridge. What's the Alan Parsons? Alan Parsons Project. See, my mistake actually turned into a genius skit. The boomer rock bands that got really big were literally just trolling the whole time. That would actually be a pretty good, and then they couldn't even play the instruments. That would actually be a good skit. And then they come out as like the greatest trolls of all time. My mind is still blowed, dude, about this $1,000 super chat. I've never even seen $1,000 super chat, like on anybody's show. So that's like a super fan, dude. So everybody's showing love today, man. That dude is showing like super love. Like he's showing Eros erotic level love over here. Damn, boy. But everybody else is showing, hey, thank you, Mark. We're going to get to these super chats here in a little bit. I think we'll probably take some breaks in the midst of this garbage movie. We'll probably have to because it's bad, dude. I'm going to have to warn y'all. So I wanted to watch Manos. And then I wanted to watch Benny Hill is not funny. Just running around pinching butts. Actually, that's kind of funny now that I think about it. So every skit is Benny Hill running to that music and pinching a butt. That actually is funny now that I think about it. Yeah. So I wanted to do Manos, which is obviously clearly, if not the worst, one of the worst movies of all time. And then Manos, YouTube wants you to pay to rent it. So I thought, no, they're not. Even though it's public domain, I don't think they're going to let me play it. But this piece of trash here is public domain, and nobody's going to. Nobody even wants to. I don't even want money for that. They're like, keep me away from that. Also wanted to do Final Sacrifice, but I also wasn't sure about it because that's probably one of the best. You know, Rouse, Dyer, etc. And it would fit the theme of our channel, right, with cults and, you know, esoteric stuff. But I also wasn't sure about the status of Final Sacrifice due to the fact that Rouse, Dyer kind of got famous after Mystery Science Theater did Final Sacrifice. So I thought I would stick to, you know, verified garbage that didn't have any copyright thing going on. I mean, this movie is so bad that even the copyright people be like, nah, we're not. I mean, they copyright anything, but they're like, nah, dude, we're not going to copyright that. I'm sorry. So this is going to be fun. Birdemic, yeah, that's a fun one. That's a classic. Thank you guys so much. We got 270 nerds in the house, just having fun, chilling. Life Force is not a public domain movie, but we've done Life Force actually. So Jamie and I have done, you know, multiple B movies. Now another thing I noticed about this terrible movie is that it has this woman. I'd never heard of this woman, although I recognize her face. She looks. So some people have resting bitch face. This woman has resting crazy bitch face. I'm not joking. She does. And she is apparently a country singer from Nashville. Karen Black. Never heard of this woman. Seen her in B movies. And apparently she's a country singer from Nashville. So I just thought that was weird. And then she ends up in this horrible movie from Canada. So this is a Canadian production. Canada has... they're kind of skilled actually at really garbage movies. I mean, Final Sacrifice, right, is a garbage movie, and sometimes there's a certain skill involved in making a really good bad movie, right? Like golden bad. That's what I'm going to call it golden bad. Canada has the skills to make golden bad movies, right? Final Sacrifice, classic example. And as you know, one thing that we do a little bit different here is that even though the legends at Rifftrax, Mike Nelson, etc., they would watch the movies multiple times, right? Like Manos or, you know, whatever. And then they would write their jokes. I've never seen this movie. I've only seen the trailer and watched a few clips. And I mean, I was laughing within like 20 seconds. So we know it's going to be gold. We know it's going to be golden garbage, pure garbage juice smoothie. But I've not seen it. So it's a watch party with me and you together for the first time. We'll both be watching this movie together for the first time. And I think that most people out there have dreamt of watching movies with me. Come on, let's be honest. It's a fantasy that we all have. Even I have fantasies of watching movies with me. I know that's weird, but it's what happens. And I'm still, my mind is blown over somebody sending a $1,000 super chat. I can't believe that. I'm like, what? What the heck, dude? So let's get to a couple of these super chats. I'm just going to give shout outs to this dude, Trent Resner, Trent's LaDentro. He says, congratulations on 80,000. I was baptized in the Orthodox Church this year. Awesome, bro. Thank you. I have not thanked you personally yet for this, for being instrumental in my conversion. Keep it up. Glory to God. $1,000. So we got a baller in the house, right? We got a converted freaking zillionaire. I'm Robin Leach. Lifestyles of the rich and famous, converting to orthodoxy. Doing that despised Australian impression that I do. Matthew says for $10. Silence. He says nothing. Warhammer $5. Are you looking forward to Tristana, AKA's debate with Destiny? I have not heard of this. So you're telling me little age Tristana. By the way, I forgot to give a shout out to Primal Edge. See, I knew I was going to forget somebody, and his feelings are going to be hurt. He's going to be crying. He's probably crying right now. Like all of the people that helped you and promoted you over the years, and you don't even think little age. Well, I'm sorry, Tristana. I'm sorry. You know that we love you over here, and you're bald, so that's why I left you out. Anyway, debating. I did not know he was going to debate it. So I was told Destiny won't debate anyone on religious stuff. So maybe they're debating veganism. I don't know. But no, I did not know they were going to do a debate. But that does sound fun. So you guys definitely go check out that debate. October 6th, it says. Tristana versus Destiny. That is going to be entertaining for sure. And as I think everybody knows, one of the funnest debates and it's not even a debate, right? Vegan Gains, Ask Yourself, me, Tristan. I mean, that was, I think, a milestone in the spectacle of YouTube. I mean, that was just something else. I don't even know what to call that. It wasn't a debate, but it was a spectacle for sure. And I think very entertaining. So people thought that was very entertaining. And I've got some good news too about a sponsor. We have a full-time sponsor. So we're not in the domain of, well, it's, I'm not going to say everything, but it's in the works. Basically, we are at the stage now where when you hear famous e-celebrities doing their podcasts and they work into their podcast, their sponsor, we are at that stage now. We now have a sponsor. So we have arrived. And I just have to thank you guys, thank this awesome audience, the nerds, Chad nerds in the house, keeping it real. Pump up the volume, dance. No Scotty, $5. I visited Metropolitan Jonah's new monastery. Yes, everybody also, if you want to support, Metropolitan Jonah has started a new monastery. He said everybody knew who you were. They said, uh-oh, another Dyerite. Hey, there's no such thing as Dyerites. It's just orthodoxy. That's it. And again, props to Trent's Ladentro, who sent $1,000 super chat. Didn't even think it was possible. He just broke the freaking internet right now with $1,000 super chat. Damn, boy. Dang. Joy, $10. Here's to 100,000. Thank you, Joy. I feel like we should be at 100,000. I don't feel like the gematria, algorithm magic machine does what it's supposed to. So that's kind of why we're not there yet. But I feel like we should be. Anyway, we'll take 80. We'll take 80. Whatever, dog. Mark sends $25. Congrats on 80K. Did you see the new video of the Australian X Factor winner talking about masonry and Satanism? Yes, Altion Childs. And in fact, Jamie and I did a stream breaking down his full, what was it, he did a 6-hour podcast talk. And Jamie and I broke down that whole thing. We didn't go for 6 hours, but we broke it down in like an hour. So that's over on the Rockfin. Shout out to Rockfin. We love Rockfin, best free speech platform on the internet. So definitely go over to our Rockfin and subscribe there. It's free to make an account. You get more access, by the way, if you are a paid subscriber. And the way Rockfin works is that you get access to everybody. So you get me, you get Burmis, you get Tripoli, you get Richard Grove, you get Whitney Webb, you get Scott Adams. I don't know Scott Adams, but Scott Adams is on there. You get, who else is on there? Isaac Weishaupt. You get Tristana. You get access to little Tristana, aka Big AIDS. Mark sends $25 and he says, I'm starting to think that when it's just like a little bit of a little bit of a sweet breath. It's like a little wind. Just a little bit of a breaking of wind blowing in my direction is what that silence means. So he sends $25 of broken wind in my direction. No one for $10. Jay, thank you for all that you do. Have you done Supernatural? What are your thoughts on it? No. In fact, Jamie and I were just talking the other day. Should we do Supernatural? I watched the first season. It was pretty crazy. 2 really hot dudes in it. And if there's hot dudes in it, I'm there. Because I'm an ally. Just like, I'm just joking, yo. I'm joking. Yeah, I watched the first season and then I think I just lost. I didn't lose interest, but I got distracted. So I never watched it anymore. Oh, I remember what it was. That was back when I was broke. Like, stealing freaking internet from Starbucks or whatever. And then I watched like one season, and then Starbucks was like this. You can't have no more free internet, dude. Something like, it wasn't Starbucks, it was something like that. Freaking cheap, nasty Pizza Hut or something. I don't know what it was. So I never got to finish that, and that was back when the show was on. So that's what happened with that. But you're right, it is like and I guess I just haven't invested. I haven't invested in freaking 20 seasons of that show. So that's probably the main reason. But actually, good idea. Thank you, no one. Good idea. Devi 446. Glückwunsch zu Etike. Herr Dyer. Glückwunsch. I don't remember all my German good enough, but I'm guessing that means you are a diva. That's German for you're a diva. And yes. So thank you for that, Devi. Exposing Powerful Lies. Shout out. He says, congrats, Jay. Here is to 80K more. 80K more. That would be like, what? Like 120,000? Dude can't do math. That dude can't do math. Luchador 1764. 76, the answer 1984, 1764. He says, say dang like Theo Vaughn, yo. Damn, dang, boy. No, wait, that's not right. Dang. Is that right? Is that? I just went blank. How does Theo Vaughn say it? Gang, gang. Dang. How's that? Dang, gang, gang. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt the tubes will even let us be here for 160K. So could somebody check my math on that? Is 80 and 80 still 160? Or did we evolve to where the numbers don't work no more? Because some people, the atheists in the crowd, they actually tend to think that the numbers could evolve. And they don't mean what they mean. The numbers could be broke in the future, dude, and they don't work anymore. But excluding that, a.k.a. David Hume, a.k.a. if induction still holds in the future, I don't think the tubes will allow us to get to 160, baby. But if they should, well, actually at this rate, if they should, it would be like, I think right now the stats are like 1,000 a month. So, dude, that's like 10 more years. So like we got like 8 years, or no, wait, is that right? 1,000 a month. I don't know. What's the freaking math? 80 years? I don't know, dude. Don't ask me my times tables or time zones. So screw all that. All that shit can go to heck, dude. Time zones, time stamps, don't get all that out of there. Anyway, I know we've been rambling for a whole day. Numbers are a social construct, so give me your Bitcoin because they're also social constructs. There you go. If numbers are social constructs, how come atheists want to hold on to their Bitcoins? Ooh, oh, burnt, dude. Here we are. I've been rambling for an hour, and we haven't even watched this god awful movie. But we're having fun. I do think I might have to go TT now, so I apologize. But let's put on a little Dyer wave. Maybe we go to one of the old ones, the classics. You guys remember the classic Dyer waves? While I go TT, or can I? I think I can still get to it. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Here's a classic. So I'm going to go TT. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. But I did drink a lot of coffee. There we go. I'll be right back. Y'all know how my bladder is when we get to talking. Y'all know how it is. We get to talking, my bladder just starts running his mouth. Now, dang it. Oh, yeah, I got to put this back up. That's right. There we go. There we go. All right. I think it's time to start the movie now because we've been driving everybody nuts, rambling. All right. People are so short attention span, dude. Have you noticed that? I merely go TT. I merely relieve my bladder, and 30 people just immediately leave. They're like, I'm not putting up with this man going potty. Are you serious? Gen Z Philosophy, he says for $10, here's $10 to support all the work that you do. You have curated and covered so many great red pill topics. Thank you. And you've helped lead me to orthodoxy. Oh, cool. That's great, bro. Bro. That's great, bro. He says, through your excellent theology discussions, I started watching the film reviews in 2018. And the film reviews, he says, within 3 years, that led to orthodoxy. Well, hey, if bad movies lead you to orthodoxy, that is a justification for bad movies, right? I mean, Father Deacon had a joke that, why don't we just MK Ultra everybody into believing Christianity? So by that same logic, I'm going to make bad movies and promote them and lead people to orthodoxy. I don't know. That was dumb, but yeah. Thank you guys. All right, let's get into this, or we will never, ever do this. And this is going to be fun. I've never seen this movie. It looks awful. But everyone in this audience has had the plutonic and or erotic fantasy of watching movies with me. And so now you get to fulfill that. The internet gives you all your hopes and dreams. You get to fulfill those dreams of, it's almost like we're all on a date. Everybody wants to, what would it be like to have gone on a date with Jay in high school when he was available? Now you get to know what it's like. And I'm going to put the moves on you guys. So you're going to feel what it was like. You're going to sense what you're going to smell, the smells. Smell-o-vision. Let's kick it off, baby. 1985's Canadian garbage juice production, Vestron Video. Now, if you remember in the 80s, you would go to the VHS store and you'd rent movies, and anytime you see Vestron pop up, you know you're in trouble. you know you're watching something bad. Almost like Full Moon Productions. Although Full Moon Productions they're so bad they're fun. There's a lot of fun Full Moon Productions, kind of like Canon films. And so likewise with Vestron. So let's get into this masterpiece of golden garbage, Eternal Evil from 1985. And as we know, the plot is a man experiments with astral projection and finds himself doing bad things. So he's going to be, I guess, possessed. Let's go. And let me know if the sound is okay, you guys. It should be good. I spent an hour trying to get this crap right, so I hope you appreciate it. All the work I did for you guys. And that chick is from Nashville, dude. These are ghostly credits, bro. These are deified credits. Peter Kronenberg. That's a name right there, boy. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm watching an Enigma video with that flute. A return to innocence. Oh, so this is the astral travel. Okay, I see. More like astral travel. Welcome everybody. We're watching Eternal Evil. Yes, this is awesome. We're watching the original Enigma sadness video. The return to innocence. People are going to be like, this is teaching people to astral travel. Please expose Jay Dyer. Did you know this is literally what happens when you dream? So this dude is astral traveling and he literally just went upstairs. So like he fell asleep on the couch and just went upstairs. That's the lamest thing you could do if you're gonna astral travel, dude. Go to frickin' Giza pyramids. Go to frickin' Mars, dude. This dude just went upstairs. You could do that in the daytime. You don't gotta astral travel to go upstairs, dummy. He's like, I'm gonna see what's up on this. Forget the naked chick. I'm gonna see what's on the roof. Okay, dude. Astral travel. He was doing astral travel, wasn't he? Is the sound good? Is that? Can y'all hear it? Okay. This is already pretty terrible. Is the sound good? Asperger travel. This is teaching people to astral travel. Please expose Jay. Yes, exactly. So, if you're in Canada, astral travel is just as boring as normal life. You gotta have an astral travel vaccine pass in Canada. Whoa. It's evil John Ritter. So, doggies can see if you astral travel. That's what, if you see a dog barking, it's somebody's astral traveling around, creeping.
Why aren't you in bed? You're always getting up.
I'm thirsty.
There's plenty of water upstairs. Come on. Help me out.
Why aren't you in bed? You're always getting up. That's part of the cycle, I think.
Can I have my gun?
Okay, but don't shoot anybody. All right, buddy.
He just violated his dad's rule. Unbelievable. This is going to be a winner, guys, isn't it? This is something else. Help me figure out who this guy looks like. So I told you, he astral traveled and he was downstairs on the freaking couch. Go upstairs. What are you doing? Is that Karen Black? Resting crazy bitch face? No, that's not. Is this what life is like in Canada? Like, is this the daily experience of the average Canadian? That guy looks like... not Armand DeSante. Who does he look like? Who's the guy that played... Uh-oh.
Hello, I'm Johnny. I'm 2 years old and I'm sad. My
Benny Hill.
diaper's wet. In this mess, my mommy and daddy bought Flushies, the new disposable diaper. Flushies fit snug about around my body. Sorry.
What is going
Can I go to
on?
the bathroom? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Dude, this is where the adult baby thing comes from.
Take 5, everyone.
All you degenerate Canadians. The degenerate Canadians started that awful trend of the adult babies, which is a real thing. What is going on?
Yeah. That's great. I love it. I mean, every day they think of newer and better ways for people to wipe their ass while the other half of the world's starving to death.
You go on and on about how you hate.
That's what you do for a job?
But you keep doing them.
What am I supposed to do?
Make another film.
Oh, that's his So his therapist is
Don't tell me you haven't had an idea in 7 years.
David Byrne
After Wandering
meets
Soul was released,
Howie
my mom
Mandel.
made to photograph their idiot nephew's wedding. Besides, I own half the company now. I can't just run off.
You know damn well you're only as trapped as you were.
It is David Byrne, Howie Mandel.
Well, we're going around in circles again.
That's a pretty badass library, though. I'll give him credit for that.
And something else is bothering you today. What is
It's David Byrne meets
Okay.
Howie Mandel meets...
You asked for it. You know that when I did Wandering Soul, I started experimenting with astral projection. And I know it didn't work, because I didn't understand it.
There was nothing to understand.
I guess I was pretty close to the mark when I said astral projection. Because he does
Janice, a dancer.
toilet commercials.
She got me back into it.
Into what? Some
And what is with this
lunatic
dude? He's
notion of
like
traveling outside your body? Come on.
Boomer
Can you sit there and judge me
Joey
like that?
Lawrence.
Have you ever tried it? Do you even
It is
want
Boomer
to
Joey
understand?
Lawrence. Whoa!
I'll tell you something, man.
Whoa!
Incredible. The surge of energy that you get when you leave your body. The sense of total freedom.
Great. I'm
Total
glad.
freedom, except
But
that you
just remember where it's
basically
going.
just go upstairs.
No, think what you like. But it's given me the strength to be able to put up with this mundane bullshit that I have to waste what's ever left of my creative juice. It's given me a whole...
Letting the days go
Maybe
by,
that too, for that
let
matter,
the
'cause now
water
I
hold me
know
down.
there's a way out.
And why haven't you told me all this before?
Why would you choose David Byrne as your
Who
therapist?
is
I mean,
this?
that guy's nuts.
Janice. Some kind of guru?
Incredible woman. Makes no demands, but's always there. Someone that I can relax with. I don't have to live up to any expectation.
Don't you see what you're doing?
So,
No.
not a real person.
What am I doing, Carl? Running away from my problems
Whoa.
instead of facing up to them? Is that what I'm doing? For the first time in my life, I'm beginning to see things a little differently, and you tell me I'm out to lunch.
I think this guy has declared war on
You know what I'm
sleeves.
saying.
I mean,
For Christ's sake, Paul, you can't just leave like
please put on a regular shirt. Where are your sleeves, dude? I want to know from the Canadians in the audience, is this the normal experience of Canadian life? Is this an accurate artistic portrayal of what you guys go through on a daily basis?
Must have been a good shoot.
Terrific. Any calls?
Dr. Meister, about 15 minutes ago.
Are there large toilet paper empires in Canadian provinces?
Again, tell them I can't be reached. Ever.
The toilet paper industrial complex is located in Canada, and we never knew this. Those are some sweet New Balance. I got some sweet New Balances. Now he's back to being anti-sleeve. I thought he did toilet paper ads. Now what? The return to innocence. Here we go. Enigma's playing in his head again. The return to innocence. Oh yeah, yeah, hi, ooh, hi, yeah. And if you run and start to run, don't be done and start to run. You're just in Canada. So, you have the ability to astral travel, and you just want to creep on David Byrne. Look, he's like Matthew McConaughey. He's on the other side of the bookshelf. It's just like being on the other side of the bookshelf, telling yourself that you love yourself. The aliens are just us in the future, staring through the bookshelves on the other side. It's like a flat circle. It's just like talking to David Byrne. It's just like flying around and creeping on David Byrne. Letting the days go by. Let the water hold me down. He's like Matthew McConaughey in the Tesseract. You ever been inside a Tesseract, staring through to David Byrne on the other side? If you had the ability to remote view, and astral travel, what would you do? Terrorize David Byrne, or maybe something a little more creative? Now we're full on straight up 2001, dude. He's hit that monolith frequency. You hear the monolith in the background? He's tickling David Byrne to death. Don't you just sometimes want to take out your rage and your anger and just freaking tickle David Byrne to death? Or maybe better, just kind of give a light little tickle to Howie Mandel. See if he just falls over dead. That was Howie Mandel running from germs. That was a good one. Letting the days go by like a flat circle. Letting the days go by, my Lincoln. He was doing that straight up Tesseract. He was doing that Tesseract move on Howie Mandel. I mean, David Byrne. Mom's on the net. Man, this dude he is waging a war on sleeves.
Start having an appetite when your food smells like paint stripper.
What?
Sorry, I was working on a dresser.
Well, can't you do it outside? It smells like a toxic dump in here. Dangerous, you know.
And that gun in your den isn't dangerous?
This is weird because this is every night at the dinner table with me and Jamie. This is our interactions.
I just put Matthew to bed.
I'm like, why does this food taste like paint thinner?
He's fine.
It's like a toxic
He's
dump.
fine. Why is he getting up all the time?
Whoa.
Because we're always fighting about paint stripper and guns in the house.
Why are they fighting about paint stripper? Why would the food taste like paint stripper? We're
It's been my fault.
always fighting about paint stripper and food and guns in the house.
Good joke.
What? That's funny on its own, dude. We're always fighting about paint stripper and guns in the house. This is a toxic relationship. With B-grade boomer Joey Lawrence. It's time to get over that paint stripper, bro. And why in the world would the food taste? Maybe she's about ready to get rid of Joey Lawrence if the food tastes like paint stripper.
Dr. Meister!
You go on in 5 minutes. Evening at the Improv, Howie. Howie got koofed. You ever seen the old Howie Mandel routines? Talk about a spurg, dude. It's crazy. And he would blow was it a condom or a glove? And he would blow it up and put it over his head. It's crazy stuff. Howie Mandel was freaking nuts, dude. Dear David Byrne. Oh, it's a leprechaun. I'm gonna uproot that tree. I'm gonna get a leprechaun. I'm gonna get that gold. I want to know where the gold at. Give me the gold. Witnesses say the leprechaun was in the top of a tree. I'm a blue man in a blue world. What is going on? The Blue Man. By the way, have you noticed a lot of bad movies have two names? They'll have, I think it's a marketing ploy where they're hoping that it'll do better under another name. It's kind of like a bait and switch. Like, yeah, everybody knows our movie sucks with that name, so rename it something else for the American audience.
Well, it came in as a simple
So,
hotback, but check this
it
out.
has another name. It's called The Blue Man, by the way.
Officially, they're calling this a heart attack.
Jesus.
You like that, huh? You know, maybe you're in the wrong business. How about interior decorating? You know, speaking of interiors, this one's a beauty. It might still be a heart attack, but if it is...
Speaking of interiors, is he talking about the guy?
You, gonna dig in?
Dude, every coroner has to
You bet
be
your lunch.
freaking a creep to some degree, right? I mean, there's no way that... Like, what normal person wants to be a coroner? Or work at a funeral home? It's a bunch of creeps, dude. I can't wait to go to the second floor of this place. I'm so gonna astral travel this attic.
I can see that.
It's Redneck John Ritter.
Hey, didn't you see him? He's around. Oh, it's good to see you.
Yeah. Somebody grab that watermelon. The return to innocence.
Get over here. Dad, how come you didn't tell me that you were going to sell the farm?
I was going to.
Uh-oh.
We put it up for sale yesterday.
The voices are a little off now.
Are you in there, boy? I'm gonna find you.
I'm cheering on the dog now. I'm on the dog's. I'm on Cujo's side. Mom jeans. So everybody in the 80s had mom jeans. Even dads had mom jeans. Even children had mom jeans.
Come take a peek at this, Stuart. Looks like a goddamn abstract. Every rib is
Nah, it pretty
broken,
much looks like a
but they're
chest.
jutting out as if they've been broken from inside the body. You figure it out. Every vital organ, the liver, pancreas, kidneys, lungs, even the heart,
The Joey
is
Lawrence
either
sleeves.
punctured or completely ravaged.
Oh, wait,
Remember
no,
those
that's
red welts
Howie
on his
Mandel.
Chest and abdomen?
Mm-hmm.
Massive hemorrhage.
The
That's
David
it.
Byrne tie.
Tell me about it.
Any traces of drugs or other foreign substances?
Nothing.
Well, what is it?
I don't know what it is. I just know what it looks like.
80s
Looks
black
like our dear
mustache.
Dr.
Every
Mustard
black man in the
Square
80s has
Bone.
the black man mustache. Every time, except for Bill Duke and Predator, that was like the one
I'll
exception.
have to stitch you up. I was afraid you'd say that. What the devil got into your dog, Bill?
It was just an accident.
Bill? I don't know, Tom.
This is
I don't know.
fast editing.
You sure Paul's not hungry? Maybe we should ask him again.
Just wants to be alone for a while, Dad.
So he borrowed his wife's mom sweater. Mom jeans.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Why are you wearing mom's sweater?
That's the scaredest I've ever been.
Yeah, it was.
What is going on? He just saw the final cut of Eternal Evil.
You having fun? Why do they make such stupid machines? Prove you should stick to producing. Hope that wasn't one of our spots. No, some porno thing I've had for years.
What happened to you?
Dog bit me.
It's terrible. I thought my cat was ruthless.
How was your weekend?
Oh, looks like we've got a Matthew McConaughey attack.
Paul? You know me. You know what I am. I spent half my life chasing every 6-footer that moved.
Shout out to Mowgli. Mowgli sent 25 bucks and she says, "Congratulations, Jay and Jamie." Thank you, Mowgli, longtime supporter and watcher. We love all those longtime OGs. Welcome, everybody. We're watching a horrible piece of garbage called... I already forgot what it's called. Eternal Evil.
Dr. Meister's secretary for you.
I told you I couldn't be reached for him.
She says it's very important.
And it's a little bit difficult now because the sound is off, so I can't... What I'm hearing doesn't match up to what I'm seeing, so... But... if you would hit like and share... I want a briefcase, dude. Briefcases are kind of badass. Walk up in a... if you walk in a place with a briefcase, you mean business. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're just wearing a t-shirt and you got a briefcase, people are like, that dude means business. Because his business is literally in a leather case.
Because I felt weird, and I didn't know why until the dog attacked me, and I can't understand it because I've known that dog since he was a puppy.
I don't think you should worry about it, Paul. Maybe the dog was...
So here, as I mentioned, this must be Karen Black.
I think you should be happy.
Nashville's own Karen Black.
You're not listening to me, Janice. I can't
That's the ball from Prisoner.
I can't even remember where I've been. It's starting to get a little bit scary.
It's starting to get a little bit wacky.
Their dreams? Most people don't even remember.
This isn't a dream, this is real.
Absolutely.
So wait a minute. Is this his mistress?
Do you remember how trapped you used to feel?
Yeah. I gotta get some control, Janice. I can't go on like this.
Please don't give up, Paul. You will be able to control your destination.
She definitely has a Skeletor face.
You will remember.
She's got resting Skeletor face, if you've never seen her. Literally. What was that?
Something else on your mind? I saw something last night.
I like how in bad B movies, they just kind of do whatever. You know what I mean? It's like...
isn't real.
They don't really worry too much with details or continuity. They just kind of... just do it. Just go with it.
Maybe I am getting old. God damn it, I hope I'm not getting senile. What did you see?
Now, I've seen a lot of movies with creepy kid drawings, and these are pretty mild. I'm starting to not... I can't tell when I'm astral traveling with the protagonist or when this is just a normal sequence. It's just very confusing movie.
Much seat?
Nah.
You know, good thing Meister wasn't taking on new patients.
Use the appointments calendar. I only want the most recent. For now, anyway.
That's what I'm doing. What are we looking for, anyway?
How the hell should I know?
Weirdos.
Logical start.
They're not even making use of those cubby holes. There's a vast array of shelf space that's not even being utilized.
Who shall I announce?
Bill Pearson. I'm his father-in-law.
Oh, up the stairs, around and down, all the way down the hall. Paul, your father-in-law is on his way up.
I have no idea what's going on. We may have to forego if this movie is just too bad. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. Do we know what's going on?
Boy, what brings you here? Hello, Paul. Come on in.
That's quite a mom cut. I mean... Some of the mom cuts of the 80s are just the worst. Late 80s, early 90s mom cuts. It's like a little boy's haircut. Moms in the 80s wanted to look like little boys. It's ridiculous.
Matthew, why did you do that? You know, I spent hours. Why did you do it?
I'm not supposed to tell.
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
Nobody.
Come on, Matthew. You can tell her. I'm your friend.
I have a friend.
I'm your friend?
Matthew!
Moms are not supposed to be friends. They're supposed to be moms.
Thought he was seeing a ghost. But he recognized me.
This is Canada's version of Don Johnson.
Crazy.
Impressive.
Oh, that's the Miami Vice there, eh? That's Montreal Vice. Montreal Vice Squad, eh?
Why would I want to be seen?
I don't know. Maybe you wanted to scare him. Bothers you, doesn't it?
Yes, it bothers me.
Why?
This chick looks like
Been the best of friends. I had no reason
the
to
kind
go
of
there
woman
in the
that you would
first
see at a UFO convention. I'm not
I
joking,
think
by
you
the way.
should stop, Paul. You're
Like,
getting-
I literally wear an outfit like that if I'm at some kind of book sale or
Take better
convention.
care of yourself.
And these are the kind of women that will come up to you.
She's right.
Be
My
like,
health
I
is
have a
my
story to
main
tell
concern
you.
right now, you know what I mean?
When I was abducted. That's like the Secret Space Program conference. Like, crazy boomers coming up to you.
Before I couldn't control my
I told you she has
destination. Now I
a
can't even
natural
control what's gonna
resting
happen. It's
Skeletor
bugging the
face.
hell out of me.
Now I feel
I read that Dr. Meister died.
bad because I've been insulting this dude the whole time with his Joey Lawrence style, and he just literally switched to exactly the way I dress. So I just owned
You came
myself.
to me because I can help you. Well, here I am. Why don't you talk to me?
He's gonna cheat with
Did you go to Dr.
the
Meister?
Skeletor face
No.
bitch. I mean, he had you know,
body.
decent looking 80s mom.
You visited your
I think
father-in-law,
he's
didn't
actually
you?
downgrading here.
You didn't remember that?
That was different.
What do you think?
How?
Is he downgrading?
How did Dr. Meister die, Paul?
He died of a heart attack. It was in the newspapers.
Told you.
What do you get?
She has
at? You
resting
think I
crazy
killed
bitch.
him while I-
You should stop.
The return to innocence.
Is it possible for someone to unwillingly harm somebody while traveling?
Unwillingly.
Oh, she's his guide. She's the new age chick
willingly.
who taught him to astral travel. That's right. The editing in this movie is beyond terrible. I mean, what is going on? We have no idea who's even astral traveling. And I like how they decide the way to signify astral travel would just be to hold the camera up. They didn't even try to do anything unique. It's literally an Enigma song. Oh, the bug zapper. Hence the blue. Bug zapper. I think really this film exemplifies the Canadian psyche. I mean, that's why the Canucks are so cucked, is productions like this. I mean, if we want to peer into the Canadian psyche to see how they would have a Justin Trudeau, it's films like this. This really tells us the whole story. We could just do a psychoanalysis of this. So astral travel can actually result in rabies, apparently, with the foaming at the mouth. Does the rabies relate to the dog? I'm confused.
Oh, Jesus. God damn, calling me out at this time of night. What, are you enjoying the sights? When did they bring him in?
About an hour ago.
At least in Canada, 80s black man has 80s black man mustache. That never changed. It never. Even Canada understood the logic of that.
I wonder if he was selling chickens to Meister.
It's Daryl Manna.
Bill Pearson was a very disturbed man the last time I saw him.
In what sense?
Well, I'm not sure. About a week ago, well, it must have been around midnight. I heard some noises outside to see what was going on. That dog of his was hysterical. When Bill looked up. Swear to God, he seen a blue form hovering near the house.
I see.
Jim Tucker from the Spotlight.
Well, if you think Bill
Bilderberg Group.
This should confirm it. He swore the ghost he saw was Paul Sharp.
It's the new power generation.
Got everyone pinned down except.
No, not the new power generation. Who was Prince's first band? That's what I'm.
No. Show me Paul Sharp.
Sheila E.
Let's get into that. Mr. Paul Sharp. And here's the icing. He was a patient of Meister's.
Auditorium sound? Are you saying that the sound is wrong, messed up on my end? Did you see that little duck? That was pretty cool. Somebody drew a duck.
Aggressive, dissatisfied, astral projection, Janice. Poodle.
Maybe this is like a abstract film, and we never know when we're in the astral realm or when it's narrated by whose mind. I mean,
Bradley from Purgatory.
is the sound messed up or something?
Murdoch from Telecron.
It's filmed in Canadian vision, and that's why it's so shitty.
Do I know you? I'm here to see Paul Sharp.
Oh, he's in.
It's filmed through Cucka vision.
Hi, Paul. Yeah. Sergeant Detective Kaufman. What can I do for you? Routine questions about your father-in-law.
Father-in-law? He's dead.
Where were you the night that he died?
Why?
I'm asking the questions.
About a heart attack?
Slow day at the office. Like I said, where were you the night that he died?
Astral traveling.
Home? In bed. That's better. With your wife? These days,
remote viewing.
Granted. Least of all, the sanctity of the bedroom.
Why? You got problems with the sanctity of your bedroom?
Dr. Meister also died of a heart attack.
Burn, dude.
You were a patient of his.
Burn.
How do you know? I read your file. You look
I like how he got up, walked a step,
I'd like those
and then
files
sat
back
back
if you
down.
don't mind.
So,
For no
talk to
reason.
your lawyer.
I will.
Good luck.
Get up. Is he gonna sit down
How'd you
again?
hurt your arm?
A dog bit me.
Your father-in-law's dog bit you.
You talked to the dog, too?
Actually, yes.
You make movies.
He said, "Rope."
A long time ago. I make commercials now.
Oh yeah, the toilet, the paper, the potty commercial. Dads in diapers. Yes.
Listen, I'm aware of the fact that I
Remember Stanley, the adult baby?
Pearson, but it's strictly coincidental, and I'd
It
like
all
to know
comes
why
from
you're
this.
leaning on me.
It's all the Canadians.
I'm leaning on you. I
The
think you are, yeah.
collapse of Western civilization.
Thanks for your time, Paul.
Stanley, adult babies, astral travel, occultism, Joey Lawrence, anti-Howie Mandel movements, the destruction of David Byrne. It's all coming out of Canada. This movie itself is an apologetic against Canada.
Hello again. I'd like to use a phone, if I may.
Of course.
I'd like to use a phone if I
Right over
may.
there.
Thank you.
Now get up and sit back down. I really like his mannerisms of just sitting down and then he gets up and then he sits back down.
Go to
That was great.
Videoscope Limited and see if you can get me a video
That's
of a film called
acting.
The Wandering Soul.
The Australian outback. Tribes living sometimes 500 miles apart can reportedly communicate with each other. This
Papua New Guinea, dude.
expanse of isolated wilderness devoid of telephone, telegraph, or
Synchronicity.
any
We were just talking about this.
communication. How then is this communication achieved? One answer is astral projection. Wandering souls. A notion which defies logic and all existing religious beliefs, but in our highly industrialized secular
No, I'm pretty
North
sure it
American
doesn't defy
society,
all religious
William and
beliefs.
Monica Duval may be just that. Wandering souls.
As I was saying, Paul, our bodies, as you see them now, will soon be dead.
And what happens then?
We shall find out.
Boomer projection.
Suitable successes, you might say.
You make it sound as if taking over another body is the
Yes,
easiest
we
thing in the
project
world.
ourselves into the astral sphere and we convince everyone to buy a 401k, to hike up their jeans, to buy New Balance sneakers. We call it boomer projection.
Lodgings, if you'll pardon the expression, of a certain physical, intellectual, and social standing. Much more fascinating.
We go into the astral realm and we convince people to believe the evening
The
news.
process can be quite lengthy depending on the quality or resistance of the individual. For instance, it's quite impossible to appropriate those firmly rooted or satisfied with their lives. Basically, you must prepare your hosts.
So,
Play with their minds.
who's watching who?
Confuse them.
Or I'm confused.
Isolate
What is
them
going
from
on?
those they love or need. Set loose the anchors.
It's
Monica and I have
Canadian
seen life
B-grade
and death
Anthony
through
Hopkins.
many eyes. Vita es morte es vita.
Yes, Clarice.
Life is death is life.
Fava beans. By the way, Jamie explained to me why
Remarkably enough, we've never been
he
apart for
mentions
long,
fava
regardless
beans.
of whom we have become.
What you're talking about?
I never heard this, but she had a great theory
That sounds
that he mentions fava beans because Pythagoras believed that you shouldn't eat beans because, in terms of his reincarnation view, you would be eating reincarnated people. And so,
Bringing
perhaps
with me the wisdom of ages.
What would happen if you died
Hannibal
before you take
is
over
speaking
another
of
body?
fava beans because
dreadful thought.
he's a cannibal. I thought
If
that
your
was
body
actually
dies prematurely, your soul
a pretty
weakens
awesome
considerably.
thesis.
Unless a host is immediately available, and you manage to keep your wits about you, you become disoriented simply because you've lost home base.
It's Nancy
Unfortunately,
Pelosi.
happened.
It's Canadian
It was not
Nancy
the most
Pelosi
enjoyable
and
experience.
Canadian
I shudder
Anthony
at the thought
Hopkins.
of having to compete once more with centuries of lost, demented souls who will do anything to return. It's rather a nasty realm out there.
But there's also a higher level of spirituality. Couldn't you use your powers to achieve that instead of continuing this endless cycle?
Should I wear an
of
ascot? I
destruction?
mean,
Such is our failing,
I've thought for
Monica's
many
and mine.
years,
But
should
we
I wear an
cannot resist
ascot?
the attraction of this
There's
imperfect
just something completely either gay or
By the
douchey
time this
about
film
an
was
ascot.
completed, Monica and William Duval were dead.
You're either rich or totally fabulous if you wear an ascot, right? But not rich today, like 80s rich, right? Like Robin Leach rich. Like Saudi Prince, Robin Leach. 80s. Whoa.
I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side of these books. Y'all just get me out of here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck behind these books. I'm in a tesseract. I can't get out. Somebody please help me. Hey, little boy, get me out of here. Help, help, help. I'm stuck on a tesseract.
Stop playing with the Matthew McConaughey on the other side of the library.
Please, Matthew.
Matthew McConaughey. This dad is literally declaring his war on sleeves, isn't he?
I said stop it.
That has been a consistent theme. This is straight up, dude, we know where Christopher Nolan got his ideas.
I told you to stop.
Interstellar is literally... Whoa. Whoa. Ow. Because he looks like Joey Lawrence. This is pretty rough. I don't know if can we finish this? Eesh. I don't think we're going to be able to finish this, guys. We should have done Manos because this is really bad. We're not even... Ugh. I feel like I'm going into an astral trance watching this garbage movie. Like, it's not even... I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this movie. It's just too bad. By the way, Jamie and I will be doing a new analysis of a book she's been reading. Very famous book. One of the classics of philosophy, so-called, that you definitely want to check out over on Rockfin. We'll be doing that maybe later tonight. So we'll be covering America's Secret Destiny, and we will be critiquing it, right? We'll be doing a philosophical critique. This movie is very dizzying. Like, the half of this movie is like supposedly astral projecting, and I'm literally just getting dizzy. So
I'm a good boy.
And literally no one can follow this movie. So Canada, don't know what you guys are up to. Probably going to email Justin Trudeau right now. Mr. Trudeau, what were you thinking? What Canadians in the audience? Is there a Canadian code that we don't know about here that can help us decode this? Is this...
Somebody's going to die.
Are we not speaking your Canadian language? I don't know. The semiotics of Canada. What is this? What is this? This is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Probably. It's not Manos level, but it's not far. I mean...
He was trying to get the keys to the basement.
It's literally like you can't tell. So they should have...
Basically, astral projection is the ability to travel outside one's body. Vehicle being a dream. Astral dream, as it's called. Well, imagine yourself as two entities. The physical entity and the spiritual entity. Well, astral projection occurs when the spiritual entity separates itself from the physical entity and takes off. As in death.
Okay.
If we believe in souls.
I don't think we're going to be able to finish this. I'm going to put the link for you guys. I mean, this is just too bad. I have no idea what's going on. And I don't want to bore everybody, right, with too much of this. We probably should have watched Ferngully. We probably should have watched something along those lines instead. But we did still have quite a bit of fun. And really, we need to blame Canada. I mean, this is the fault of Canada. I blame Canada. I blame Justin Trudeau. I don't even know what a Canuck is. But now I don't know. I don't want to know what a Canuck is because of this. So feel free to, I'll give you guys the link to Justin Trudeau's email. Let's see if we can get that. What is Justin Trudeau's email? contact Justin Trudeau. Okay, here's his email. Literally. I'm going to put this on the screen. You guys can watch. Let's see. Here we go. You guys see that? I'm going to send a strongly worded email to, where is the section for shit movies? Is there a shit movie section on here? Foreign affairs. There was an affair in this movie between Karen Black and the Joey Lawrence type character, but I wouldn't call it foreign affairs. Is it under national defense? Probably, because I need to hear some kind of apologetic defense for the nation of Canada producing this garbage movie. Does it deal with the status of women? Kinda. I mean, that crazy resting bitch face woman, I'm questioning her status, right? I mean, she's actually from Nashville, but is it dealing with science? Kinda. I mean, the science of madness, the science of what should we, is it under youth? What is this under? Where are the arts, so-called? Health? We'll call it health, because this has damaged my mental health. Let's see. Put my email here. I don't want to put my address in here. I'm not going to do that. I am going to send this, though, so I'm not going to show you guys my email, though. But I will send this. Dear JT. By the way, JT, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas. So let's not confuse our JTs here. JTT, and then there's JT. Dear JT, I watched Eternal Evil halfway. It was bad. Really bad. Why would Canada do this to us? Do this to me? Why would Canada do this? Just, yeah, right? Collective. I mean, he's a collectivist, therefore collective guilt. You are a collectivist. Therefore, you share in the collective guilt for this golden garbage. For this, it's not golden garbage anymore. You share in the collective guilt for this mind-numbing garbage juice smoothie movie. Quote movie. What else should we ask Justin about this? Because I feel attacked. I feel that insulted. I feel hurt on many levels. Social justice. Let's play that angle, right? That will probably, I feel like that would sell here. This movie is an attack not just on David Byrne and Howie Mandel, but the psyche of every sane human being. Dear JT, I watched Eternal Evil. It was bad, really bad. Why would Canada do this? You are a collectivist, therefore you share in the collective guilt for this mind-numbing garbage juice smoothie, quote, movie. This movie is an attack not just on David Byrne and Howard Mandel. That's actually, I think that's Howie Mandel. Howie Mandela. The Howie Mandela effect. More like it, right? Howie Mandel. But the psyche of every human being. I demand reparations for my valuable time wasted in this meta level horrible production. I think that is that strongly worded enough? How dare you? How dare Canada? How dare Canada? Okay, so there we go. Hopefully we'll hear back from the office of the Prime Minister in the next and then I should put my PayPal, right, for my reparations. Is there anything else we should tell Justin? Perhaps the Ministry of Truth could delete. Can the Ministry of Truth delete this movie from existence? Should we leave a link to this movie too? Yeah, so I'll give Justin a link to the movie. I'm not going to show you guys my address, but I will send this, and it is under health. I think this is damaging to my mental health to have watched this piece of garbage movie. Anyway, so thank you guys. Hopefully this was a lot of fun. Crypto link, yes, send me cryptos, Justin. Thank you. And I will be sending this, by the way. I'm not joking. I'm not going to show you people my address, but I promise you I will send this strongly worded letter to Justin Trudeau because he is guilty for this movie. Anyway, thank you guys. We hit it 80. Can we make it to 100? I think so. Maybe. There's a chance. At this rate, though, probably going to be another year before we hit 100. But that's okay. It is what it is. And thank you guys so much for being here along the way. We love you all. And, we're having fun. It's fun. It's fun times. Let the fun commence and never cease. And I'll talk to you guys soon. And everybody have a good night. We love you all.